Hello and welcome to Nutrition Nuggets. My name is Viola Holmes, and I'm a registered dietitian and a certified diabetes care and education specialist. I have the privilege of working with clients who have prediabetes, and I help them prevent from developing type 2 diabetes. I also work with clients who have diabetes. I work with them to help them control their diabetes and live their best lives as well. Along with diabetes, there are 6 other common chronic diseases that impact the US population, and minorities in particular. They're heart disease, cancer, chronic lung disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, and kidney disease. Interesting, nutrition is a common thread in each of these conditions. And I always say that health is wealth. Don't believe me? Just get sick and see what happens. You know the routine: tests, maybe x-rays, medications, appointments. That means missed time from work. And it goes on and on. Now, sometimes we can't prevent things, but there are some conditions and things that we can prevent. And that's what we'll be focusing on in Nutrition Nuggets. Now, you may also be saying to me, but Viola, it's in my genes. I can't help but develop heart disease. My father had it, my mother had it, my grandfather had it. True, we all have a genetic blueprint that impacts our risk of developing diabetes. But there are variables that we have control over, like how we eat, what we eat, when we eat, how we move our bodies, how we take care of ourselves overall. We have some power to make changes, and not only for ourselves, but with me, I said the buck stopped here for my family. I don't want my children or my children's children to have to worry about chronic diseases. I want to do my best to live my best so that they'll also be well. And change doesn't have to be hard. And often I hear people say, but it costs too much to eat healthy, Viola. And I always like to say, we can work with what you have. I like to think about small steps and small changes that you can make to incorporate into your lifestyle. So that, and if you're cooking for other people or other people in your family, you don't have to make lots of big changes and just prepare your own food, but it's small steps and ways that everyone should eat. And so one thing we're not going to talk about in this segment is diets, because diets don't work. And with that word diets, there is the quick fix mentality. I'm going to go on this diet. So when I go on a diet, it means that eventually I'm going to go off of it. Diets are temporary. And typically people go back to old behaviors and they find themselves maybe even in worse health than before they started that quick fix diet. So I want you to wrap your mind around just healthy lifestyle changes, small steps that we'll be talking about with nutrition to help you live healthy. If there are specific goals that you have for disease prevention and risk reduction, or just to be healthier, then this is what Nutrition Nuggets segment is all about. We're going to debunk some of those myths along the way as well. So I always like to end with this verse. The 3rd book of John, verse 1 and 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prosper. Until next time, be healthy.